What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. Today we're meeting one of the weirdest love triangles that I have ever personally seen. Seriously, these are three crazy people that are all caught up in this, and it's just the perfect storm, really. Keep watching until the very end to see just how insane their lives are, and without further ado, let's just meet them, shall we?
Right now I feel like I'm caught between two Britneys. At this point, B1 is ignoring me and will not currently talk to me about our parenting situation at all.
So this is the main man in the love triangle. You know, he's really caught up in this thing, and he's stuck between two Britneys. Don't you hate when that happens? Ugh, the funniest part to me of this whole video is that he legit refers to them as B1 and B2. That is something I've never heard of before, but I guess it makes things easier for us as viewers, so thank you, random guy. For perspective, B1 is his ex-wife and the mother of his children, and they have a really rocky relationship to say the least, and B2 is the new woman that has come into his life and is like the kid's stepmom kind of, who apparently gets along with everyone much better, including this guy, but he's still not quite over his ex-wife, so let's see where that takes them.
B2 is currently staying with us most of the time. She's the honeybee of the hole. She keeps it clean, she keeps it together, and you gotta keep some glue on there for it to stick.
No idea what that even means. All I know is that this man got all southern all of a sudden, but yeah, basically this B2 woman has come into the household and sounds like she is about 100% less crazy than B1. Spoiler alert, she's not. But she actually gets along with his kids instead of just causing ruckus everywhere she goes and starting drama for no reason like B1 does. I mean, I knew from the start I was team B2. She seems way cooler than B1.
One time, B1 insisted that she come over to my house. It turned into B1 banging her own face on the concrete.
Yikes, bro. Well, I'm glad you got out of there finally, because that was a relationship with a straight up crazy person you had. Seriously, this surveillance footage looks like it's out of a found footage scary movie. Like, that is a possessed person caught on film 100%. So this lady came over and had a fight with their middle daughter and got so mad and just got so tilted that she just laid down and started headbutting the ground. You know, I'm trying to think back to times in my life where I've been very angry, and I'm not sure what situations I've ever been in my life where I was like, I'm so mad. The only thing I could think of doing to relieve myself of this anger is to smash my face into the ground repeatedly as hard as I can. Like, she must have been going through it at that time, man. That's not something that someone normally does, all right? Oh, and then to make it worse, B1's mom denies that this even happened and claims that this dude is a liar, even though there is clear night vision security camera evidence of her looking like she's being possessed by some demon. Like, once that's captured on film, you can't really deny it, alright? This isn't the moon landing where you can claim that it's green screen like some crazy conspiracist, alright? This man does not have that kind of budget, nor would he have the know-how to make a green screen of this. That really happened, and your daughter is legit a psycho.
And you say you're caught between two Britneys, but it seems to me like you're playing both hands, so you have a soft place to fall, whichever works out.
Wow, Dr. Phil coming out the gate, throwing some shade to this abnormally tan man already. Well, you claim to be caught between these two women, but it seems to me like you're just playing both hands and can't decide. You know, you can't double dip and expect people not to get angry, my guy.
I'll put it like this, because I'm real and I'm honest. Miss Britney has been fantastic to me.
Wait, who's Miss Britney?
Miss Britney is what we call her at our house.
No, it isn't.
You just
Y'all
said
call
B2.
her B1 and B2.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Wait,
You call her B1
on.
and your mother calls her
Wait a
B1 and
minute.
B2.
Wait, is B1 a twin, or is that her sister that looks like her? I mean, oh, there are so many layers to this puzzle, guys. I feel like my mind is about to implode. Yeah, we call her Miss Britney around here, around our house, all right? Take that, B1. Now go smash your face on Dr. Phil's stage if that makes you mad. I don't even care. I love Miss Britney, not you.
He told me last week he would marry her today.
You told somebody last week you've only been married 3 times, so you lied a whole lot. I can dig the dirt out on you, baby.
You're so funny.
The relationship between the mom and this guy is so funny because it's that classic mother-in-law situation. She's super defensive of her daughter and judgmental because, you know, he divorced her, and he's just not having it, especially since they're divorced now. You know, he doesn't have to fake putting up with that BS anymore. Nah, he ain't having it, all right? He just threw her under the bus too. She got exposed for lying to someone about being married only 3 times, but we all know it was at least 4 times. His little head swivel as he said saying that too. Like, this guy is real emotional and has a serious attitude, all right? Tell him, guys, speak the truth. Expose this old lady on Dr. Phil right now. I'm loving it.
I do not love B2, or Miss Brittany as we call her at home, or if we need to refer to her as B2 here
Well,
to
call
make
her
sense.
Clyde, I don't care. But you're saying you're not in love with her.
I am not in love with Brittany.
Okay.
no.
This dude is so confusing. He's like me in 5th grade when I was caught up with 2 girls at once. You know, and I didn't know how to handle it mentally because I was like 9 or something, but I thought it was like the worst predicament in the world. I would be sitting at recess on the playground venting to my homies like, well, on one hand, I got this girl that is super into me, like she shared her crayons with me in arts and crafts hour yesterday and pretty much wants to be the love of my life, but I'm not quite over my ex, you know, since she still sends me notes in class, so I'm pretty sure she still wants me too. Oh, life is hard, man. I can't wait to go home and play Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Since she's gonna lie about it, and I have sent the text, it was July the 12th, to be exact. July the 12th. I have the date. Let's go on and talk about it, because your mom's really not gonna like the fact to know that you drove all the way down to Hattiesburg to pick me up and take me back to your bed. Thank you, ma'am.
Yo, tell me how this man has the most attitude out of anyone that I have ever seen on this show. Seriously, he's got more sass than anyone else that has been on Dr. Phil on this point. You can't prove that wrong, all right? He keeps throwing shade to the mom and acting like he's here just to spread the truth and nothing but the truth. And even flex that he was a booty call back on July 12th. I love that he has the exact date remembered too. Yeah, I really doubt this dude is actually over her if that's the case. I mean, I can't even tell you the exact date of the last time I went on an actual date. And this man's got his entire relationship with this woman down pat. Like, he's got an encyclopedic knowledge of this whole journey they've had together.
Let's
You don't
get real
lie.
in here.
Yeah, you don't lie.
No, but
I didn't say I was perfect.
Oh,
Well,
we're
that's a
not
good
either.
thing.
My man's on the verge of tears throughout this whole thing. Like, his body is filled with absolute passion, and I feel like the stress of this love triangle has been wearing down on this man, and now he has a platform to speak his truth, and he's going all out. Good for him, I guess. I like to see when guests get amped up because, you know, it makes everything 100 times more interesting to watch. Joke's on him, though. He shouldn't be in a love triangle. You know, that's stressful, all right? You should just do what I do and be alone, with absolutely no one in your life that cares for you. That's the most lit way to live, if you ask me. I'm not hurting inside. What are you talking about? Anyways, let's get back to the video. Hey, you guys made it pretty far into this video, so real quick, I'm gonna ask you to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell in the next 5 seconds. And if you can do all of that fast enough, I will reward you with your very own magic carpet. Look, it doesn't fly or anything, but if you use your imagination, it's like the coolest carpet in the world, and totally not just some boring rug sitting on the floor. Anyways, on with the rest of the video.
Them kids been living with me for 6 months, and I ain't got a penny of child support. I ain't got a
Absolutely.
dollar.
I will never pay you child support. I'm not your wife.
Are you supposed to pay me child support?
Dude, this is so messy. They got B2 up here now just sitting all posh, you know, with good posture, trying to make herself look good and everything. You know, she's trying to show up right now in front of B1's family. So right now, they're fighting over how much he actually does help. And according to him, you know, he spends all his money raising the kids and hasn't asked B1 for a penny of child support. If that's the case, then I guess go this dude. Like, you know, he's stepping up to the plate and being a good dad. It's not easy to raise kids, and it surely isn't cheap either, bro. That's why I don't want him. I'm already poor, all right? You know it's going down when Dr. Phil is just sitting there in silence like, you know, I don't know how many more seasons I can do with this darn show. It's really giving me a headache. I could be out on the golf course right now, retired, but no, the network had to offer me another $20 million for this season. Of course I'm gonna take that. God, I wish I could just be relaxing right now.
They're living in his house, but you're raising them?
I didn't say I was raising them.
You
I'm
just
paying.
said that.
Help raising them.
Of course
Oh,
you
now
do.
you're helping? Oh, you know, when
You
you
shouldn't
help.
have, Jocelyn.
Oh, no, I'll.
There's legit 2 separate conversations going on here. I think Dr. Phil is already over this whole situation. Like, he's not even trying to mediate. I've never seen this before on his show. You know, this is an absolute mess. Usually when this happens, he just gives them the hand of silence and takes the lead, but, you know, I guess he's just not having it, and he wants to have a lovely talk with B1 right now, while B2 is about to square up with B1's mom. Oh, this feels like an episode of Cops right now. Like, these people are wiling out.
And knowing that you're kind of a spare, you're kind of a spare, Brittany, why is that okay with you?
Well, the statement that you made is not true.
Well, spare Brittany, it kinda is. I'm sorry, but your man's just admitted like 5 minutes ago that he isn't in love with you, and in fact still has relations with his ex-wife and isn't over her. Yikes, yo, this is so sad to watch. Like, this lady, I feel, is a little bit unhinged. Like, not gonna lie, alright? She's kinda bad dog. Like, I'm not gonna front on that, but I definitely think she might be super crazy or just have low self-esteem and is in this situation to feel like she has a family, but she really is being used by this guy and probably doesn't want to come to terms with it. This guy is simply keeping her around to make himself feel better while he's trying to get over his ex-wife, but simply can't because he's still in love with her. All I know is this is one of the most entertaining Dr. Phil videos I've done personally. Like, I was cracking up throughout this whole thing, mostly because of that guy's attitude. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out.